सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति द्विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम् सदेव सौम्य इदमग्र आसीत् एकमेवाद्वितीयम् तद्धैके आहुः असदेव इदमग्र आसीत् एकमेवाद्वितीयम् तस्मात् असतः सज्जायत। कुतस्तु खलु सौम्य एवं स्यात् इति होवाच। कथम असतः सज्जायतेति सत्वेव सौम्य इदमग्र आसीत् एकमेवाद्वितीयम्। कुतस्तु खलु सौम्य एवं स्यात् होवाच। Uddalaka said, "Hey Somya, oh good looking, hey Shvetaketu, kutasthu khalo evam syad." How can it be like this? The asataha sajjayata iti. That from what is not there, from nothing, something is born. From non-existence, the universe is born. How can that be? Kutasthu. Why? What pramana? By what means of knowledge we establish that? Where is an experience like that? So Bhashyakara discussed the different positions. The Vainashikas, the nihilists or the Shunyavadins give the example of the sprout born of the seed. Where the seed gets destroyed and the sprout is born, therefore they say that this sprout is born from a destroyed seed, from non-existence. Seed is destroyed, there is non-existence, and then the sprout comes. This is their position. In short, any cause, whatever it is, the material cause, gets destroyed, like a lump of clay gets destroyed as lump, and then the pot is born. So their contention is that the pot is born from non-existence. So Bhashyakara says that is not the case. The material cause persists in the effect. Like the clay, Bhashyakara says, will persist in the pot. Or like the bij avayavaha, the particles of seed persist in the sprout also. Then they say, well, the particles also get destroyed. Avayavaha api upamrudyante iti ched. What if you say that avayavas, the particles making up the seed, also get destroyed? Says, no, nothing can get destroyed. Bhashyakara says nothing can get destroyed. A seed also cannot get destroyed because seed has its own particles. Bija avayavanamapi sukshma avayavaha. The particles that make up the seed also have their own particles. And what gets destroyed is the form. Of the seed also, the form gets destroyed, if at all. But then the Shunyavadins say that the form does not have reality apart from the particles. The particles, they combine in a certain configuration to make a form, to make a shape. Shape or form or configuration does not have reality apart from the particles. So, if the form doesn't have reality, that means the form is not really there. So the form gets destroyed, nothing is really destroyed. Understand this. That in case of a pot, the clay alone is reality, pot does not have reality. Therefore, if the pot gets destroyed, nothing is destroyed because the pot is not there in reality. So also, if you look at the particle of a seed, there also is a small particle having its own form. Even if that form gets destroyed, nothing is destroyed because the form doesn't have reality. But the particles of the particles, they remain in those particles. So bija avayavanapi sukshma avayavaha. Even the particles which make up the seed also are made up of even smaller particles. Tat avayavanapi anya sukshmatara avayavaha. And those particles also have even very subtle smaller particles. Itevam prasangasya anivrittehe. And thus this process has no conclusion. Subdividing, you come up with smaller and finer particles, but the process continues. Sarvatra upamarda anupattihi. At every stage, no destruction really takes place. At every stage, what takes place is the destruction of the form, but not destruction of the substance. There is a substance and a form. The form gets destroyed, the substance does not get destroyed. Sadbuddhi anuvrittehe sattva anuvrittischaiti. And the Upanishad says, Sadeva Somya idam grasid. This universe was Sat, existence before its creation, and then that existence, isness persists. The isness, this universe was isness before its creation, and now also the universe isness. Every name and form is. Asti, Bhati, Priyam is there. Therefore, Sadvadyanam Sataheva Sadutpattihi Sechyati. Sadvadinam. Therefore, for those who accept Sat or existence as a reality, for them an existent thing is born of existence only. Something is born of something, not that something is born of nothing. Natu asadvadinam drishtantah. Asadvadis, those who say that the cause is non-existence, that from non-existence something existent is born, for them there is no drishtanta. Where do you find this? For example, from the horn of a rabbit, have you seen anything being produced? Where is the example? Mrutpindat ghatotpatti drishyate sadvadinam. For those who sadvadis, means for us who accept Sat as a reality, for them a Mrutpinda, the lump of the clay which is an existing entity, from that the part which is also an existing entity is born. Tadbhave tadbhavat tadabhave tadabhavat. When the Mrut is there, then the pot is there. When Mrut is not there, pot is not there. So by the Anvaya Vyatireka, the relationship between Mrut and the Ghata, the clay and the pot, is a cause and effect relationship is established. Then Bhashyakara continued on page 223. Yadi abhavadeva ghata utpadyeta. If, as you claim, the ghata or the pot is born of abhava, from non-existence, then ghatarthana mrutpindo no upadiyeta. Then why should a pot maker reach out for clay when he wants to make a pot? If pot is born of non-existence, then why should the pot maker require clay? He always reaches out for clay to make the pot. That means you require clay for making pot, not non-existence. Abhava shabda buddhi anuvrittisya ghatadau prasajyeta. And our siddhanta is that the material cause persists in the effect. If asat is the material cause, then asat or non-existence should persist in every object of the world. The universe is a product of non-existence, then idea of non-existence would have persisted. That is the fundamental thing. Our intellect always functions in the realm of isness, never in the realm of not existence. So we never appreciate anything as not this, not this. We always appreciate things as this and this. If non-existence were the root or the essence of everything, then our appreciation would be this is not an elephant, this is not a table, not a chair, etc. But that's not the case. It is pot, it is table, it is chair, it is elephant, it is cloth. Nuti Hridasti, Bhashyakara says, this is not the case. That the objects display non-existence, they all display existence. Ataha na asataha sadutpatti. Therefore, there is no pramanam, no experience, no drishtanta, no perception to establish that sat or existent thing is born of non-existence. Yadapi ahuhu mrut buddhi ghata buddhe nimittamite. So when they say that mrut buddhi, so when you have clay, then how do you appreciate this as clay? So there is a word clay and there is a concept clay. And then a pot is made, then there is word pot and the concept pot. So mrut buddhi, the idea of clay. Ghata buddhi, the idea of pot. Yadipi ahu mrut buddhi ghata buddhe nimittameti. They say that mrut buddhi, the idea of the clay, is nimittam. is instrumental in creating the idea of the pot. इति मृत बुद्धि घट बुद्धि कारणम उच्यते न तो परमार्थतः एव मृत घटो वा अस्ति. They say that there is no entity called clay or there is no entity called pot because they do not accept the existence of any external entity. There is nothing. All there is the world of thoughts. And therefore, pot also is a thought, clay also is a thought. So in reality there is no pot and no clay. So first the clay thought takes place, then the pot thought takes place. And so that's, if you want to say cause and effect, that's all that cause and effect can there be, nothing more than that. And Bhashyakara said, Tadapi mrut buddhi vidyamana vidyamana mrut buddhi vidyamanaya eva ghata buddhi karanam. So even the Vijnanavadins, the people who talk about the momentary consciousness, they do not accept any external objects at all. According to them, all there is are the thoughts. Alright, even if you accept thoughts, then also first the clay thought takes place, then the pot thought takes place. But at least clay thought is and pot thought is. Therefore, vidyamanaya eva मृत सुविद्यमाना घट बुद्धि सुविद्यमाना मृत बुद्धि विद्यमाना एवं घट बुद्धि कारणम. The existing clay thought becomes the cause of the existing pot thought. So existence is there anyway. Even if you do not accept the objects, you accept the thought. Then you say that the clay thought is the cause of pot thought. Alright, but clay thought is and pot thought also is, so isness is there, therefore something existent is the cause of something existent. Iti na asatah sadutpatti. By that argument also you cannot establish the creation of sat or existent thing from asat or non-existence. If you look at the Tika, line 31, उत्तर बुद्धिम प्रति पूर्व बुद्धि सति अपि पूर्ववृत्तित्वे न कारणत्वं क्षणमात्र प्रध्वंसित्वेन उत्तर बुद्धि काले असत्वात्. So now what the Vijnanavadins say, Kshanik Vijnanins, Uttar Buddhim Prati Purva Buddhe Sati Api Purva Pravruttitve. So they say that the Ghata Buddha, the Mrit Buddhi, the clay thought and pot thought, they do not enjoy the cause and effect relationship, they only enjoy the earlierness and laterness, they enjoy a sequence. That one occurs earlier than the other one, that's all. So, Uttar Buddhim Padi, Uttar means following Buddhi, Purva Buddhi, Sati Api. So all there is that first is the clay thought is earlier than pot thought. But the clay thought is not the cause of the pot thought, he says. Why is it not? Na karanatvam kshanamatra pradvamsitvena Uttar Buddhi Kale Asatvat. See, according to them, everything is momentary. So clay thought also is momentary. It arises and gets destroyed next moment. Pot thought arises, gets destroyed next moment. Therefore, when the pot thought is there, at that time clay thought is not there. You see, for the two things to enjoy the cause and effect relationship, they must persist together. For example, when the pot is there, then also the clay is there. So clay existed before the pot, and when the pot is there, then also the clay is there. Then only you can say that the clay is the cause of the pot. But you cannot say that the clay thought is the cause of the pot thought, because when the pot thought occurs, the clay thought is no more there. The clay thought arose and momentarily got destroyed, and then was born the pot thought. So only relationship that exists between the clay thought and pot thought is one is before the other. But you cannot say that the clay thought is the cause of the pot thought. क्षणमात्र प्रध्वंसित्वेन उत्तर बुद्धि काले असत्वात्. Therefore the clay thought is not present when the pot thought is there, and that being the case, you cannot say that the clay thought is the cause of the pot thought. We say clay is the cause of the pot because even the pot is there, clay is there. But the clay thought is not there when the pot thought is there. So how do you say the clay thought is the cause of the pot thought? Kintu asataheva uttar buddhi karanatvam. So what is there between the two thoughts? The clay thought is destroyed and then the pot thought arises. So between the destruction of clay thought and rising pot thought, what is it? Non-existence. So clay thought is destroyed and then pot thought arises. Between them what exists is non-existence. What exists? What is non-existence? So from that alone, so the pot thought is born not of clay thought but of the shunya, of the void that exists between the two thoughts. Kintu asataheva uttar buddhi karanatvam. Therefore, the following thought arises from non-existence. Iti shankate mrudghatayati. So Bhashyakara says in the fourth line, मृद्घट बुद्ध्योः निमित्त नैमित्तिकतया आनन्तरे मात्रम् न तो कार्यकारणत्वम् इति चेत् Mrud Ghata Buddhyoho. Mrud Buddhi and Ghata Buddhi. The clay thought and the pot thought of the two. Nimitta Nimikataya. All you can say is that the clay thought becomes nimitta for the pot thought and not the cause of the pot thought. Not material cause. Nimitta. Clay thought is a nimitta. Means it's instrumental in pushing and creating the pot thought, not that it creates pot thought. Like the kulala is a nimitta for creating pot and not the material cause. So also the clay thought is a nimitta, instrumental in the creating pot thought, not the material cause of the pot thought. So nimitta naimittikataya anantare matram natu karya karanatvam iti. So anantare is there, one following the other, but not the relationship of cause and effect. Iti ched, if this is so, then the Tikakara says, buddhina नैरंतर्ये गम्यमाने कार्य कारण भाव एव स्यात्. बुद्धिनाम नैरंतर्ये गम्यमाने. If you say that one thought occurs after the other thought, then he says one thought gives rise to other thought. The clay thought gives rise to pot thought, but not creates pot thought. We say that what's the difference? Buddhinam nairantarye gamyamane. When you accept the sequence or succession when you accept the succession of the thoughts, then karya karana eva syat, then what prevents you from saying that the previous thought is the cause of the following thought? Because there is a definite succession. If any thought occurred from any thought, then it's a different thing. If from the clay thought, if clay thought gave rise to a cloth thought, or a clay thought gave rise to a sprout thought, then you can say that there is no karya karana. But the clay thought gives rise to a specific thought, such as the pot thought. And therefore it is not simply one thought occurring after the thought. There is a reason why the following thought occurs, and the previous thought is the cause of the occurrence of the following thought. So karya karana bhava eva syat, therefore you have to accept the karya karana bhava in the relationship of the cause and effect. Otherwise anything can happen after anything, Then we don't call it cause and effect also. Our mind goes from it jumps from one thought to the other, you don't call it cause, then it's a nimitta. And so there is for example, this thought of Japan, and then there is thought of the Toyota, then there is thought of Camry, then there is thought of a car, then there is a thought of a driver, like that the thing, there also some connection is there. One thought becomes nimitta of the other thought. Some connection is there. So in that sense we will say that a previous thought is the cause of the following thought. Some connection is always there. So something occurs after the other because some reason is there. Even though it looks like the mind keeps jumping from one thought to the other without any rhyme and reason, but some funny rhyme and reason is there. A funny rhyme and reason. So something is there in your mind which connects the two things. So all of a sudden, it's amazing if you observe your mind, how the mind runs. You wonder where did it start and where, but then if you trace it, then there is a reason for every little thing occurring one after the other. Nacha nirantarotpanna ghatadeshu na karya karana bhavayati vicharivachyam. Now they say that even this ghata also is not a permanent entity. Every moment a new part is born, like flame. So flame looks like a continuous entity, but there is no continuity in flame. Every moment a new flame is born, except that succession is so quick that you cannot spot the number of flames. Therefore you think that it is one flame. So also to you, this pot looks one, same pot. It says no, every moment a new pot arises. This is a theory. Have you seen that? That you can't prove. But nacha nirantarotpanna ghatadeshu na karya karana bhavayati vyabhicharadivachyam. So can you say that ghata is there momentarily, the next ghata comes next moment, third ghata comes third moment, and therefore there is no relationship, there is no karya karana bhava, there is no cause and effect relationship between the first part and the second part. It is vyabhichara. So we said that when nirantara utpatti is there, see thoughts are occurring one after the other. We said that when they occur one after the other, then there is a cause and effect relationship. But then they say that the pot also is like that. Pot is created, next pot is created, there is no cause and effect relationship there. Iti, therefore, that your contention that when there is a succession there, the preceding one becomes the cause of the following one, has an exception here in the pot where every pot is born every moment and there is no cause and effect relationship. Itina vachyam vijnanavadina bahya padartha anangikarana. But the Vijnanavadi does not accept a padartha at all. They don't accept a pot. So you cannot say that the pot is constantly being born because you don't accept the pot. All you accept is pot thought. They don't accept the entity called pot. All they accept is pot thought. So you can't give this example. to arrive at conclusion about the thoughts. So Vijnanavadina Bahya Padartha Anangikarana Tatra Vyabhicharasya Vaktum Ashakyatvat. Because in Bahya Padartha an external object is not there, you cannot cite an external object as an example because it's not there. Idhavi Prityaha Na Bhashyakara says Na Buddhina Nairantarye Gamyamane Vainashikaram Bahidushtanta Abhavat Na Buddhinam Nairantarye Gamyamane. There is Nairantaryam, a constant motion or a succession is there. When you accept that, Vainashikanam Bahidushtanta Abhavat for that. So there is no external Dushtanta. So you cannot arrive at the conclusion about the thoughts based on the object because the object is not there. And therefore, Ankuradehe Abhavat. Now where are we? Katham. Ankuradehe Abhavat Utpatto Mana Abhava Siddhau Mana Abhava Siddhau Tatra Drishtanta Abhavat Mulakare Tat Anumana Siddhim A Kathameti. No, that goes to the next one anyway. So Buddhinam Nirantarye Gamyamane Vainashikanam Bahidrushtanta Abhavat. Because external objects are not accepted, so they do not become Drishtantam. To establish that thoughts also have only Nirantaryam and not Karyakarana Bhava. So here they say that the external object is Nirantaryam, one part occurring after the part, but not Karyakarana Bhava. We say that you don't accept a part as an entity, so how can you cite that as an example to say that the thoughts don't have only Nirantaryam and not Karyakarana Bhava? That there is Nirantaryam and Karyakarana Bhava also. Ataha Kutastu Khalu Saumya Evam Syat Iti Hovacha Katham Kena Prakarena Asataha Sajjayeta Iti. Therefore, Kutastu Khalu Saumya Evam Syat. Hey Saumya, a good looking one, how can it be that? How can it be that from non-existence, existence is born? Now you go to Tika, 34th line. Ankuradehe abhavat utpatto mana abhava siddho. Ankuradehe is sprout, etc., with which we started, So in all, in the part, etc., mana abhavat, abhavat utpatto, that they are born of non-existence, mana bhavat, there is no pramanam, no drishtanta, no pramanam or drishtanta to establish that a sprout is born of non-existence or a pot or a cloth are born of non-existence. There is no drishtanta. Mana bhava siddho drishtanta bhavat mula karye tat anumana asiddhim. Therefore, that asad is mula karyam. So mula karye tat anumana siddhimah kathamiti. That everything, the asat is a mula, and the universe, and mula and a universe is karyam. The universe is born of non-existence. That is not established. If you have one example, then you can stretch that example like this. The universe also is born of non-existence. Just as a part is born of non-existence, the universe also is born of non-existence. But you could not prove that pot is born of non-existence. They gave the example. that a sprout is born of non-existence. So just as a sprout is born of non-existence, so also the universe is born of non-existence. But we said, who says sprout is born of non-existence? Sprout also is born of existent seed. What is the seed? The avayava, the particles of seed. And particles are indestructible. The word tat anumana asiddham ityaha. Their anumana that universe is born of non-existence is not proven. So katham, therefore said katham kena prakarena asatah sajjayate iti. So Uddalaka says, by what means of knowledge do you say that the universe is born of non-existence? So Drishtanta Bhavat says Karya Karana Bhava Abhaveti Sheshaha. That the Karya Karana Bhava does not exist, for that there is no Drishtanta. Ataha Shruti Uktam Sadhu Idupasamharati. That what a Shruti has said is quite alright. Ataha, so Bhashyakara said, Kutastu Karusome Evam Sadhi Hovacha Katham Kena Prakarena Asataha Sajjayadayati. असतः सदुत्पत्तौ न कश्चिदपि दृष्टान्त प्रकारः अस्ति इति अभिप्रायः. Then what is there? So the conclusion what? Sattva eva somya idam agra asiditi. Hey Somya, what existed in the beginning was Sat. So say Tika. He said Asat. But I think Satveva ityasya Paunuruktim Ashankya. See, if you read the passage on the page 221, Kutastu khalu somya evam syadhi hovacha katham asatah sajjayadayati. Hey Somya, how can it be that that something is born of nothing? Then Satveva somya idam agrasid Ekameva. Hey Somya, Sat or existence alone was, this universe was existence, one without a second. That looks like repetition. So Tikakara says, Sattva soide Paunaruktim Ashakya. So that looks like Punarukti. Because already Sadeva Somya Idam Agrasit Ekameva Dvityam. That is said. Again you are saying, Sattva Somya Idam Agrasit Ekameva Dvityam. You are repeating. Paunaruktim Ashankya Upasamhara Parataya Vyachaste. So that is a statement of Upasamhara or conclusion. So Bhashyakara says, Evam Asadvadi Paksham Unmathya Upasamharate Sattva Somya Idamagra Asid Iti Swapaksha Siddhim. Evam Asadvadi Paksham Upan. So Unmathya, thus demolishing this position of the Asadvadi, position of the one who claims that universe has emerged from non-existence. That position has been demolished. Basically, Drishtanta Bhava, because there is no illustration or Drishtanta to prove this statement. Whereas for Sadvadis, all Drishtanta are there. From existing clay, existing pot is born. So that things are born of existence, that all examples are there. For something born of non-existence, no example is there. Therefore, their position is not proven. Upasamharati, and the sage Uddalaka concludes, Sattva Somya Idamagrasid. Hey Somya, this universe was Sat before its creation. Ekameva Dvityam, one without a second. In that way, Swapaksha Siddhim. So Nigamanam, so it is Siddham. So Swapaksha Siddhim, the proving of his own position has been straight. So conclusion is made by saying that thus our position is proven. So Swapaksha Siddhim Upasamharati iti Anvaya. Upasamharati Swapaksha Siddhim. Once the establishment of one's own position is a conclusion by way of establishing one's own position. Or Prathamanda Pathe Swapaksha Siddhi. Then Ataha Swapaksha Siddhi iti Atha Shabda Dhyana Yojam iti Ataha Swapaksha Siddhi. Therefore, there is the establishment of one's own paksha, one's own position. Iti. Then on page 224, Bhashyakara now starts another objection. Nanu sadvadinope satah sadutpatyade iti naiva drishtantah asti. See, Anandagiri says, Siddhantepi drishtanta asiddhi. We say that we have drishtanta. What is drishtanta? That a pot is born of existent clay. Therefore, something is born of something. They say, no, you also do not have any drishtanta in illustration. How? Sadvadanopi satah sadutpadyadeti naiva drishtanta asti. Even for those claiming that Sat is a reality for them also, they don't have an example or illustration to prove that an existent thing is born of something existent. How? Says here, Ghatat Ghatantarotpatti Adarsanat. You say that something is born out of something, then you should show that one part is born of another part. This part gives rise to another part, then you can say that this part is an existent entity, gives rise to another part which is an existent entity, but that doesn't happen. So how do you people also claim that an existent entity is born of only existent entity? So Tikakara says in line 24, Yadyapi Mrutpindat Ghatotpatti Drishyate is Drishtanta Uktaha. The Siddhanti presented this Drishtanta Nandutpindat Ghatotpatti Drishyate. They do see the creation of part from the lump of clay. Tathapi Ghatat Ghatantarotpatti Adarsanat. But we don't find a part being born of another part. Satah Sadutpatti Bhavasyapi Sadaitum Ashakyatvat. Satah Sadutpatti Bhavasyapi Abhavasyapi Sadaitum Ashakyatvat. In fact, Satah Sadutpatti Bhava it should be. Sadaitum Ashakyatvat. That it is not possible to establish that Sat is born of Sat. Otherwise, show us that a part is born of another part. Then we can say that an existent entity is born of an existent entity. Nata Dushtandamatra Tava Ishta Siddhi. They were merely the example of clay and pot. You cannot establish a position. You have to show that. If you can show how a part is born of another part, then we can say that Sat is born out of Sat. Iti Shankartha. Says Ritika, Karyam nama upadana karanasya samsthanantanameva na tataha atyanta bhinnatvam. See, we are talking about the Karya Karana Bhava. We are saying that the Sat Karya is born of Sat Karana, understand? Not that Sat is born of Sat. What we are saying is Sat Karya is born of Sat Karana. An existent effect is born of an existent material cause. That's what we are saying. We are not saying that an existent thing is born of an existent thing. You know what we are saying? An existent effect is born of existent cause. Then, what's the relationship between the cause and effect? Karanasya samsthanantarameva. It is a upadana karanam, material cause itself, that appears as effect in a different configuration. So when you say that the pot is born of clay, what's the relationship between pot and clay? Clay alone manifests as pot in a different arrangement. So, what is pot? A configuration of clay. What is a pitcher? Another configuration of clay. What is a plate? Another configuration of clay. So, clay alone manifests in different configurations. They are called the effects of clay. Not that the effect is something different from the material cause. As far as we are concerned, the effect is never apart from material cause. What's an effect is nothing but the other configuration of the material cause. न ततः अत्यंत भिन्नम वस्तुतश्च घटांतरस्य घटांतर संस्थानत्व अभावात्. So therefore what we are saying is that the effect is, existing effect is born of existing cause. But then ghatantara, a second part, is not the effect of the first part. If second part was the samsthanantaram, if second part was the configuration of the first part, then you can say, then you can say we can't prove it. But then ghatantarasya ghatantara samsthanatva abhavat, second part is not the samsthanantaram or a configuration of first part, therefore tat karyatva abhavaha. So second part is not the effect of the first part. Had it been effect, then this relationship would have been okay. Iti adarsanasya anyatha siddhatva. Therefore, that a part is not one of another part is only because the second part is not the effect of the first part. Had it been, then it would have been born. What's an effect? Samsthanantaram. This is another configuration of the material cause. न सतः सदुत्पत्ति अभाव साधकत्वम. Therefore, this example of yours, that a part is not born of another part, does not establish the absence of creation of an existent entity from an existing cause. So not existent entity born of an existent thing. An existent effect is born of existent cause. Understand? That's our position. Our position is an existent effect is born of existent cause. The second part is not in effect of the first part. So absence of that example does not establish the absence of the creation of effect from the material cause. Iti pariharati, adhipritya pariharati. With this in mind, Bhashyakara refutes that statement, Satyam ityadina. So Bhashyakara says, Satyam evam. You're right. That one part is not one of another part. You're right. Na satah sadantaram utpadyate kim tarhi sadeva samsthanantarena avatisthate yatha सर्पः कुंडली भवति यथा च मृत चूर्णपिंड घटकपालादि प्रभेदैः. Satyam, you are right that a part, another part is not born of first part, and we are not claiming that it is. न सतः सदंतरम उत्पद्यन्ते. We do not say that one existent entity is born of another existent entity. We are not saying that. We are saying that the effect is born of the existent effect is born of existent material cause. That's all we are saying. So kim dari sadeva samsthanantarena avatishtade. Sadeva somya idamagrasit. This universe what? Sat, before its creation. So what's the universe? Sat alone appearing as a universe. The material cause alone appearing as effect in a different configuration, like the clay appearing as pot, or Bhashyakara gives another example. Yatha sarpaha kundali bhavati. Like a snake becomes a coil, you know. So what's a coil? Coil is another configuration of snake. Coil is not an entity different from the snake. So when you say that the coil is born of the snake, not that a different entity is born of different entity, it is the same entity appears in a different configuration. So also yatha amrit, just as the clay appears in different configuration. Churna like the powder, pinda like a lump, ghata like a pot, kapara like the shards. Idi prabhedehi, it is one clay alone, appears in different configurations and comes to be called powder, comes to be called a pot, comes to be called a lump, comes to be called the shards, etc. Going to Tika, yadva satah sadutpadyate iti pakshe karanat भिन्नम कार्यं वक्तव्यम् एकस्मिन् कार्यकारणभावस्य असंभवात् तथा वेदे च कार्ये न दृष्टान्तस्ति चोदयति. Or you can look at this question answers in a different way. Yadva, the Tikakara gives on the explanation. Satah sadutpadyate iti pakshe karanat bhinnam karyam vaktavyam. All right. So the Purva Pakshi says, you say that satah sad utpadyate, from existence, existence is born. Then, even if you say that the effect is born of the cause, you will say that effect is born of material cause. Then also, karanat bhinnam karyam vaktavyam. But the pot has to be accepted as something different from clay. Pot is not the clay. Ekasmin karyakana bhavasya asambhavat. Suppose you say that this is clay. What is pot? Pot is nothing but clay. Suppose you say that, then when you make a statement that the pot is born of clay, that not clay is born of clay, that's ridiculous. Ekasmin karyakana bhavasya asambhavat. Clay cannot be the cause of clay. One thing cannot be its own cause. So effect has to be accepted as different from the cause. So pot has to be accepted as different from clay. तथा वेदे च कार्ये न दृष्टान्तस्ति चोदयति. तथा वेदे च कार्ये, that there is a karya effect which is same as the cause. There is no drishtanta. So that is how nanu sadvadanopi satah sadutpadyate naiva drishtanta asti. That for you also, that clay is born of clay, there is no drishtanta. Pot is born of clay and pot is different from clay, so a different entity is born of the different material cause. The Tika says, samsthana bheda matrena karyakana bhavapatte drishtantasya uktatvat na uktadoshaha. We are saying that effect is not substantially different from the cause. Effect is not truly different from the cause. Effect is only the manifestation of cause in a different configuration. Samsthana bheda matrena karyakaran bhavopatte. Is samsthana bheda, only different configuration, then you call it a cause, material cause and effect. Drishtantasya uktatvat. So we already said the drishtanta has been given. No Ukta dosha. Therefore, the dosha that you are pointing out is not there. Satyam, so same explanation is okay. Now going further, karanasya samsthanantaram chet karyam tari idanimapi sadatmakatam evayati satpadanvitam agrehiti vishesham ayuktamiti shankate. See, this question and answer understand is not merely, this is all analyzing the original statement, that's all it is. All of this is the analysis of Sadeva Somya Idamagrasit. That statement is analyzed. We are all the time we are deliberating upon that statement, meaning that we are constantly deliberating upon Sat. We are deliberating Brahman. So, even though looks like all these question answers are there, the Purva Paksha is there and the Uttara Paksha is there, but throughout, what is consistently there is Sat. So, deliberation on Sat, deliberation of Brahman, meaning maintaining in our mind a thought flow of which the subject matter is Sat or Brahman. So, that is what is happening here. And so, different ways of different doubts can arise, different questions can arise, that all questions are raised and refuted. But ultimately, it is nothing but deliberation upon Sat. So now says, Karanasya samsthanantaram chet karyam. Vedantin, you say that the effect is only another configuration of the cause. Tari idanimapi sadatmakam evayati satpadanvitam agrehiti vishesham ayuktamiti shankate. Tari idanimapi sadatmakam evayati satpadanvitam. So today now also the universe has existence persisting in it. That means all that is existence. Earlier also existence, today also existence. Then agre shabd, so agre iti vishesham ayuk. Then why does Upanishad say the universe was existence before its creation? It is existence. You are saying that what is universe? Universe. What is effect? Effect is the another configuration of cause. So what is cause? Sat. What is effect? Universe. So universe is nothing but the another configuration of Sat. Then why do you say it was Sat before, as though it is not Sat now or what? So agre iti vishesham ayuktam. When Upanishad says the universe was existence before its creation, it seems to imply that it is not existence now. But you are saying that universe is the different configuration of existence. So it is existence now also. When universe is existent now also, why did the Upanishad use the word agre before? Iti shankate yadi evamiti. Bhashyakara says, yadi evam sadeva sarva prakara avastham katham pragutpattehe idamasid iti uchyate. Now who says uchyate is the question here? But anyway, so yadi evam. So if, as you say, sadeva sarva prakara avastham, you say that in the causal state also it was Sat. The effect state also it is Sat. In creation also it is Sat. In sustenance also it is Sat. In dissolution also it is Sat. Sarva prakar avastham. In all the avastha, in all the states, it is Sat only. So now also it is Sat. Katham tarhi pragutpatte idam asiditi uchyate. Then why does the Upanishad say that this was Sat before its creation, as though it is not Sat now? Agre. This is already dealt with, So why is this question raised again? See, if you look at the Page 215. First line. Kim na idanim idam sad yena agre asati visheshyate. Question was asked. When Upanishad says universe was Sat before its creation, does it mean that it is not Sat now? Answer was no. No, it is now also. Katham tahi visheshan. Then why did Upanishad say before? Idanapi idam sadeva kintu nama rupa visheshanavata. Idam, only difference is that now there is Sat Buddhi also and Idam Buddhi also. Formerly only Sat Buddhi was there, therefore it is said that this was Sat before, not that it is not Sat now, this was resolved. Same thing is asked again, looks like. So Tikakara is showing this subtle difference between the two questions. Yadyapi purvameva kim na idanim Sat? The question was it Sat before and not Sat now? Iti ityadina iyam shanka nirakruta. This doubt was resolved earlier. Tathapi tatra agre shabdabalat idanim sattvam nasyadid ashankidam. There the shanka was, when Upanishad says that it was existent before, does it mean that it is not existence now? So agre shabdabalat, only because of the use of the word agre or before, the question was, is it not now Sat? Ihatu idanim sada sattvam siddhavat krutya agre shabda anupatya ashanketayate. Here, this Guru Pakshi says that yes, this is all Sat, we accept it. So you say that an existent thing is born of existence, all right. And that what is effect is nothing but the manifestation of cause, the other configuration of cause, we accept it. Then why does Upanishad say before? So there, agre shabda siddhavat krutya, accepting that this is nothing but manifestation of Sat, agre shabda anupatti, then it doesn't make sense to say that before it was Sat, when it is now Sat, before also it was Sat. Why does Upanishad says before? It is na paunaruktam. So there is a slight difference between the two questions, that's the idea. It is not repetition. Karyasya yad idam shabda buddhigamyatam tasya yad avadharanam vyavatanam tasya agre shabda vishesham. Tatasya idam sadavachyattvasya pragasatvam nadu sadatmatasya kadachati vyavruttidi pariharati. So Karya said idam shabda buddhi gamyatvam. That Karya means effect. So neither the creation. The creation now also has Sat, idea of Sat, as idam. So idam shabda buddhi gamyatvam, the universalist part creates the idea of idam shabda and idam buddhi, the word this part and the thought this part. Tasyat avadharanam vyavartanam tasya agre shabda visheshanam. That vyavartanam, that this idam buddhi was not there before. That is why the agre is being used. Tatasya idam sabdavachyattvasya pragasatvam nadu sadatmatvasya. So right now the Sat Buddhi also is there, idam buddhi is there. So agre before the idam buddhi was not there, Sat Buddhi was always there. Tadasya idam shabda vachyattvasya pragasatvam. Idam shabda vachyattvasya. The Jagat is idam shabda vachyam. It is available for the word idam and the thought idam. That aspect was not there before the creation. For that only the word agre is used by the Upanishad. Natu sadatmatvasya kadacha vyavritti. That Sat, right now, the Sat Buddhi also is there, idam buddhi is also there. What is agre? Sat Buddhi is always there, idam buddhi was not there. So to say that alone, the word agre is used to say that idam buddhi was not there. Earlier it is said Sat Buddhi is there now. Now it says Idam Buddhi was not there before. That's the only difference. Earlier it was say Sat Buddhi is there now. Now they say Idam Buddhi was not there before. Nanu Nashrutam, so Bhashyakara says, Nanu Nashrutam Tvaya Sadeva Hiti Avadharanam Idam Shabdavachasya Karyasya. Nanu Nashrutam Tvaya. Already we have said Sadeva Hiti Avadharanam. Sat Eva. What Avadharanam means? Vyavrittihi. That only excludes idam vachyatvam. That's all is excluded. And so, for that, the word agre is meaningful. Meaning there was, before the universe was created, idam vachyatvam was not there. Sat was not available for being thought as idam. Now Sat is also available for being thought as idam. Sat as well as idam. Formerly, idam was not there. So Nashrutam iti. So it says Tika, Nashrutam is kakuhu. Not that Siddhanta is asking a question. Nashrutam is only declining, is only negating. Nashrutam, did you not hear? Means you heard, Don't you understand? Meaning you understand. It's not a question. It is in fact a statement of negation. So that's what kaku. Sometimes Nanu Shrutam Tvaya Sadevedi. Sometimes Na is not there. Says Nakar Abhava Pathetu. Nanu Shrutam Tvaya Sadevedi Avadharanam Idam Sabdavachasya Karyasya. Suppose that Na is not there. Purameva Pariharan Tvaya Shruta Ityartaha. So this doubt has been already resolved earlier, that you already heard that. Idam Shabda Vachyasedi Bhava Pradhan Nirdesha Karyasya Yat Idam Shabda Vachyatvam Tasya Bhava. Right now the Karya is Idam Shabda Vachyatvam. It possesses the state of being indicated as this. So that Vachyatvam was not there earlier. Idam Shabda Vachyatvam. Now see what is being said is, now Jagat, the universe is there before us. We appreciate universe as is, as well as appreciate universe as an object. All that was before was, the is was there, isness was there, the objectness was not there. After creation, objectness, so subject-object duality has come there, where universe's objectness, that objectness was not before. So something was not there before, you are saying. Idam Shabda Vachyatvam, that the universe now is available for being mentioned as this. That time it was not available for being mentioned as this. And therefore, Idam Shabda Vachyatvam was not there. Idam Shabda Vachyatvrasya Prag Asataha. So, universe earlier was not available for being mentioned as this. So that was non-existent. Asat. Asataha Idan Utpattau. So now talk of Idam Shabda Vachyatvam. That the universe is now available for being mentioned as this. So that part is born or not? Formerly, universe could not be mentioned as this. So being mentioned as this did not exist before. Being mentioned as this exists now. So something is created from nothing. You follow? Right now the universe is available for being mentioned as this. You say that in the causal state it is not available for being mentioned as this. So mentionability as this was not there before, it is there now, and so that is created. From non-existent mentionability, an existent mentionability is created. So asadaha sadutpattihi. Asadaha idan utpattau asadutpatti syat iti chodayati. In fact, asadaha utpatti syat. From non-existence, so mentionability which was not there is there now, so that is born from non-existence. So, see in different ways how the questions can be asked. Praptam tarhi. So Bhashyakara says, Praptam tarhi प्रागुत्पत्तेः असदेव आसीत् न इदं शब्दवाच्यम् इदानीम् इदं जातमिति प्राप्तं तर्हि प्रागुत्पत्तेः असदेव आसीत्. Then also you will say that before creation non-existence was there. Na idam shabdavachyam. Formerly this was not available as being mentioned as idam or this. Idanim idam jatam, and now the mentionability is born. Iti. So is something really born? Is some real entity born? Vedanta then says idam shabda buddhi vishayatvasyāpi sadatma vyatirikena durnirupatvat. What is mentionability as this? We say that does not have an existence apart from Sat, and there is not a real entity. Idam shabda vishayatvasyāpi sadatma vyatirikena durnirupatvat. Idam shabda vachyatam also is. Mentionability also has isness in there, and therefore you cannot say the isness is not there. That means this mentionability also was there as Sat, and the mentionability also is nothing but the configuration of Sat. Just as the names and forms are a different configuration of Sat, the cause, so also mentionability as this also is another configuration of a Sat only. So Sat alone manifests as idam as well as idam shabda vachyatvam. So idam shabda buddhi vishayatvasyāpi sadatma vyatirikena durnirupatvat sadatmanāca sarvada vidyamanatvat. Means idam shabda buddhi vachyatvam. The mentionability as this also existed as Sat. Just as this existed as Sat, so also mentionability of this also existed as Sat. You can't say it did not exist. So Sadaha, Sadatmana, Sarvada Vidyamanatva, therefore that mentionability also was there as Sat. No Sat Karyotpattihi. Therefore, it is not that a non-existent thing is born, and from non-existence something is born. Na iti, Bhashyakara says, Na Satah eva idam shabda buddhi vishayataya avasthanad yatha mrud eva pinnaghatade shabda buddhi vishayatvena avatisthate tadvata. It's very beautiful. This whole thought process is going on, If you pay some attention and think about, then you find how subtle and beautiful this whole process is. So Bhashyakara says, Satah evam shabda buddhi vishayataya avasthanad. Satah eva idam shabda buddhi vishayataya avasthanad. That not only the pot is there, but pot is thisness, So, this pot was clay, all right, but thisness was not there in the clay. Says no, thisness also was there in the clay. So clay is born as a pot as well as this pot, thisness, that also was there in the material cause. So also universe existed as Sat, and the thisness in the universe also existed as Sat. Therefore, Sata eva idam shabda buddhi vishayataya avasthanat. So that existence alone is now available in the configuration that the mentionability as this also is nothing but the other configuration of Sat. Yatha mrudeva pinda ghatadi shabda buddhi vishayatvena avatisthate. So clay now manifests as a pot as well as thisness of the pot. The clay manifests as pot, which is this pot. Then this also is nothing but the manifestation of clay. The thisness, the word, the this and the thought also are nothing but because take away the clay, thisness also does not remain. You see, this pot is nothing but the configuration of the clay. Why? Because take away the clay, there is no pot. Now next question is that not only this is pot, but it is this pot. So pot also is thisness. Where does the thisness come from? The potness comes from clay, but thisness, where does it come from? Answer is, thisness also is the configuration of clay only. Clay alone appears as thisness because when you take away the clay, the pot also does not remain and this also does not remain. Is it not so? From this object, take away the clay, then pot does not remain. Then this pot, thisness also does not remain. So both pot as well as thisness, both of these are manifestations of clay. So just yatha murdeva pinda ghatadi shabda buddhi vishayatvena. So we call it pinda, the lump, ghata the pot, and shabda buddhi vishayatvena. So just as the clay alone is manifests as the lump, so sat alone manifests as idam, idan shabda vachyatvam. In this, okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru